officially back in Nebraska here in this stand. It's nice to be back here. I miss this place. It's one of my favorite places to come hunt big whitetail. Glad to be here. It's always fun to get up here with the road trip boys and get this thing done. It's fun to see Sean and Les. And just glad to be back. So hopefully tonight's going to be good. I feel like the weather's perfect. It could be a little cooler, but it's going to drop here in the next few minutes pretty 10, 12, 15 degrees. So it's going to drop dramatically, but we'll see what happens. So, just like last year when I was up here, there was one buck that was on the no-shoot list. And sure enough, he was the first 10-pointer out in the field. And guess what? The sucker just came out again. He's still on the no-hit list. Boy, is that my luck. He came right up, did exactly what we wanted him to do. Took a right, just dog leg right, came right down 12, 13 yards from us, walked right in and out of our life. So I hope a couple of the big boys who are on our list do the same thing. So maybe that's just a good sign of things to come over the next few days. So we're excited, but that deer was a stud.
We're gonna have some fun tonight. Gonna change it up a little bit. Gonna take a break from the bucks. Today, Steve and I are going to a doe spot. I mean, there's does in here every year. Nobody's hunted it yet, so I've been saving it for this hunt in particular. Pitts is hunting with us this afternoon. He's going to be on our property today. He's shooting does, and then I got Bryan going to one of our fields. Y'all probably heard it before, the pea patch. He's going to be sitting on the south end of that field, probably a little bit off the field. So there's a buck that's been going in that field about an hour after dark, and so I'm trying to see if maybe Bryan can try to locate that deer. But Pitts and I are going to focus on the does and hoping to have a few hit the dirt tonight.
Hunted the last 3 days. Friday I saw a bunch of deer. I saw that double beam deer that we've seen on camera we think is young. But the last 2 days I didn't see a single deer. It was slow. So I decided to back out of there. Completely go somewhere different, give that spot a rest. And the weather's been really good. The only problem is that for some reason our deer in Georgia don't seem to react to good weather. Seems like they like it hot and miserable a little more, but changing it up today. I basically picked a spot on the map. I'm just gonna kind of slip in, walk around, do a little scouting, hanging on.
Well, I just now got set up in this blind and I'm having to be real quiet because there's already some does out on the field behind me. And it is management time. I am out for does and there's already a couple in the field. Hopefully they'll come on up semi-live week here with Realtree road trips, and it's gonna be fun. I've got a couple of big bucks I'm hunting, but the wind isn't very good for them today, so I am gonna go after them tomorrow. We got a pretty marginal wind, but for right now I'm gonna shut up because we got some deer in the field right behind us. Hopefully I'll get a shot here soon. Stay tuned.
You know, there's just a really pretty bottom. These deer, I don't think they bed too far from here. It's a great transition area. Right above us, about 200 yards, is the bee patch, the north end of it. Bryan is hunting the south end of it, I think maybe right off the field. It could already be seeing some deer, I wouldn't be surprised. We made it up here in the tree saddle. This is pretty interesting. I've already learned a couple things you do and what you don't want to do. Actually, I tried. I got halfway up a tree down the way here, and got halfway up, and I just didn't like it. I couldn't see very far. That was kind of one of the things I was wanting to do, is be able to see a good ways. Hopefully pick up on one of these deer that's in the area. But I got halfway up that tree and I just didn't like it, so I came back down and moved up this lane. This lane right here, we got a bunch of sawtooths planted in, and we call it the wraparound. So I can see about 110 yards maybe to the north. Not very far to the south right here, but this is hopefully where my shot's gonna be. So I'm in a humongous pine tree, and that's one thing I learned. You don't want to get in too big of a tree because you just fight it. You just fight it getting all the straps around the tree, but there's just nothing else you can do in here. There's one sweet gum that we had a tree stand in last year about 35 yards from here, but it's so green, there's so many limbs, I was going to have to trim too many limbs to be able to even shoot. But now that I'm up here, I like it. It was just kind of hard getting up in this big tree, but thinking this is hopefully where my shot's going to be. It'll be interesting trying to cell film out of these things. I feel like I could have gotten a lock on up here just as quick. It'll be interesting to figure out a better system of how to hang everything, get your steps up all in one climb without having to climb up and down. But anyways, I got four primal tree stands, snap sticks that I use to climb up here. They're really cool. They just snap together and you can just hook it to your backpack as you're walking in. So pretty neat little system. Hopefully that's the first of any trying to come in here. It looks like she may have just got our wind a little bit. It's just Georgia wind, man. It swirls really bad. And I think that's probably part of our problem right there. See, like right there, it's good. It's just swirling really bad. But hopefully there'll be more opportunities. might be able to squeeze out another 30 minutes of camera light. That was a prime opportunity to big old, I think it was two. I think I saw two different toes. And that thicket right there. Actually perfectly downwind of me right now, but I sprayed everything down at the base of the tree, and when I got up here I sprayed everything down good with nose jammer. I hadn't heard anything blow yet, but they're just working to the west, going to that big clover field. We were just off. If I'd have been 30 yards that way, we'd have been in the money. That's about all she wrote. At least we did not get skunked. We did see a doe. I've been skunked the last 2 days, so that is not fun. Never fun when you get skunked. I don't think anybody has slung an arrow. So, we'll go back to camp, regroup tonight, get a new game plan for tomorrow. Because we gotta start shooting some stuff ASAP.